Hello dear children, how are you all? Hope you all are fine and doing well. Dear children, in a previous class, with the previous class, I can say that we completed energy chapter. Means so far we could complete 3 chapters. You know one thing, and with today's class, we are going to start a very special chapter, I can say that. Why I am saying special chapter, because even in a higher class also, this chapter is going to be very important, and not only for studies, dear children, for our life also, these concepts and this chapter is very important. So without this, we cannot imagine our life, we cannot imagine our world, we cannot imagine our universe. And you may get wonder out, sir, what is that much special chapter? Yes, dear children, that chapter is nothing but what? Yes, I'm going to tell you. So that is a light. So we are going to talk about a very special, very important, I can say a very beautiful chapter. Why I am saying beautiful chapter? Because we can enjoy the beauty of some things, beautiness, only we can see that. Then when we can see that? When light is present. So when light is present only, you can see the beautiness of the things and everything, right? So without light, we cannot. So such an important chapter. So first of all, let us see in this chapter, what are those topics which we are going to learn? The children, first we will talk about the nature of the light. Then we will talk about the reflection of light. Then we see there types of reflection. Once types of reflection is completed, we will see how can we verify the laws of reflection. Then we have an image formation by a plane mirror. There we will see image formed by point object and image formed by what? Even image of the what we can say external object. There only we will see the difference between virtual image and real image. Then we will talk about the colors. There only we will talk about the primary colors and the secondary colors. So these are the important topics which we are going to cover in this entire chapter. But dear children, this chapter we are going to have in 3 parts. Okay, so that you will be learning in an easy manner. So let me tell you why. Means if we can try to complete only one video, we need to tell in a shortcut way, right? That we don't want. Of course, once we complete all chapters of class 7th, yes, each and every chapter again we will upload like one shot also. That is a different, that is for only revision. But as we are learning, as we are beginners to learn this chapter, so let us learn slowly in detail. So let us see today's agenda. In today's agenda, we are not going to complete the entire chapter, children. So in today's class, we are going to complete first few important topics. Children, let us see today's agenda. So dear children, in today's class, first we are going to cover the nature of the light. Then we will talk about the medium. Once we complete the medium, we will see what is a mirror. Then we will try to discuss about the plane mirror. Okay, fine. Once we complete that, we will see the reflection of light, terms related. There on we will see normal incidents, and finally we will see how can we verify the laws of reflection. Of course, first we need to discuss about the laws of reflection. Then only we will talk about the laws of reflection. First of all, we will see what is light. Dear children, what do you think is the light? Light, yes, this topic is a very light. So mama, it's take light ray, not that light. Okay, so yes, let us discuss about the light, children. Children, here this term seems to be very simple. Of course, the concept also very simple. Okay, yes, it's very interesting topic also. The children, one thing I can say that because of light only you are able to see me. And I am able to see camera. Sorry, I can't see you, right? Okay, through the videos, yes, I will try to understand. Okay, now so you are able to see the things. You are able to see the things which are there in your premises just because of light, dear children. So one of the important point regarding light is that it is one of the forms of energy. So light is one of the important forms of energy. In a previous class also we discussed, right? So one of the different, there we discuss of the different forms of energy, there we discuss what actual light is. So light is a nothing but light is a one of the forms of the energy. And here the thing is that, can we see the light, dear children? What do you think? Come on. So when I ask this question, can you see the light? You may get surprised. Sir, what is that question, sir? Yes, sir. I can see tube light, torch light, this light, that light. No. I am not talking about the source of light. I am talking that, I am asking you that, can we see the direct light? Then still some of you may think, yes sir, we can see. But children, so let me tell you one thing. So are you able to see me? Yes, you are able to see me. So if you are able to see me means what? Some light is coming and falling on my body. Some light is coming and falling on my body. Okay. But here the point is that, for suppose, okay, let us keep a light concept aside. Here is a marker is there. For suppose somebody through this or somehow it is coming and falling on my body. As it is coming and falling in my body, are you able to see this what you can say marker? Yes, you are able to see. Similarly, from the tube light also, the light is coming and falling. Can you see here some light? No, you can't see the light. Dear children, direct light can't be seen. In fact, light is invisible in nature. Very important point. Light itself is invisible in nature. Now, whatever the light which we see, dear children, it might be reflected light or a refracted light or an interfered light or a diffracted light, at least polarized light only. So so light can't be seen, because the nature of the light is that light itself is a invisible nature. But the beauty thing about the light is that though it is invisible in nature, dear children, it makes the things visible. Wow, wonderful. Hats off to light. Hats off to light. Very, very, very important. So light itself is invisible in nature, but which makes the things visible. Got it? Yes. Now, teacher, regarding the light, okay, before going to discuss about the beam of light, all these things, in the class 6 you might have learned what is that? As long as the medium is same, dear children, light will travel in a straight line path. Am I correct? I repeat once. So as long as the medium is same, this is very, very important. You need to underline that statement. As long as the medium is same, light will travel in a straight line path. Then you may get a one doubt. Sir, what if a medium is changed? It means that light will get deviated. That's what I said. Okay, fine. So as long as the medium is same, dear children, light will travel in a straight line path. This property of light only we can call it as a rectilinear propagation of light. What is that? Rectilinear propagation. Rectilinear propagation. Rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Hey, already rectilinear motion we discussed, right? Rectilinear motion we already discussed, children. What is rectilinear motion? If any object is going along a straight line path. Yes, here also I am saying same thing, right? Light can travel in a straight line path. This propagation of light only we can call property of the light only we can call it as a rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, fine. So next the term is light ray. Light ray. R-A-Y. Light ray. Hey, light ray means general when you are talking. Light ray. Not that light ray. Hindi mein nahi. Ray. No, it's not that. Ray. R-A-Y. Light ray. What is a light ray? Yes, this light ray concept is directly related to the rectilinear propagation of light. So as per the rectilinear propagation of light, dear children, light will travel along a straight line path. Light will travel in a straight line path and it is invisible, right? But for the sake of our comfort, for the sake of our discussion, to understand the nature of the light more and more in a depth actually. So for sake of, again I repeat, it is only for our comfort purpose only. As we cannot see the light, how can we say that we can see the, see the light ray and the light rays? We cannot see that. So we know that light will travel in a straight line path, along the straight line path. That path we can represent with one straight line. We can represent with a straight line given arrow mark, arrowhead. The children, this arrowhead gives you the concept of directional light. With this, it's very clear that yes, light is going in this direction. So this is a light ray. What is the light ray here? Light will travel along the straight line path, that we will represent with a straight line given arrowhead. This only we can call it as a light ray. Okay, fine. Next we discuss the beam of light or light beam. Beam of light or light beam, anything is okay actually. Understand the concept is important. So it is a light beam. Now we will be discussing about a light beam. So what is a light beam, dear children? So it is like a group of light rays or collection of light rays, or simply a bunch of light rays. Bunch of light rays is called light beam. And here we have three types of light beam, dear children. Yes, the first one is parallel beam. What is that? Parallel beam of light. Okay, and the second one is converging beam of light. What is that? Converging beam. Okay, and third one is diverging. Third one is what is it? Diverging beam. So first let us try to understand what is a parallel beam. So of course in all these things is like a collection of beam only, but parallel beam means what? The beam of light in which light rays are parallel to each other. That's it. Mean they all are equidistant and will give you the same direction. Such a beam of light only we can call it the parallel beam. Converging, dear children, during morning hours, you all will gather in school, right? So from all directions will be coming and you will be meeting in the school. Okay, converging means what? It's a meeting. So converging beam means, look at here, all light rays will be coming from a different points. Light rays coming from, wait, let me draw in us. Light rays coming from a different directions, but all we meet at a common point. Such a beam of light is called converging beam. Diverging means what? Yes, once long bell is given at evening time actually, so you all will get dispersed, right? So from a common point you all will move in other directions. Yes sir, of course it may not be exactly, but just try to relate with that, so that at least you'll try to understand the concept. So in a diverging beam, from a single point, from single source, light will get diverged in all directions. Yes, so such a beam of light is called diverging beam. So dear children, here is a parallel beam of light, converging beam of light, and it is a diverging beam of light. Okay, now just copy this. Are you able to see? Is my screen visible to you? Is my screen visible to you? Yes sir, it's visible to us. Why? Because light is present sir. Though light is invisible in nature, it is making your board visible sir. Yes, you are right. Can I raise 3? Copy that. Copy. Yeah, fine, dear children. Now to propagate the light, something should be there, right? Yes or no? Something should be there. That something through which light will propagate, light will travel, light passes, is called medium. Hey, I am not talking about your English medium or Telugu medium or Urdu medium or all these things. Okay, so medium. Okay, so I see medium is something through which light will propagate. In fact, vacuum also acts like a medium for a light, because through vacuum light is traveling, right? Of course. Okay, and here we have 3 types of medium, dear children. Okay, now the first one is transparent medium. What is that? Let me just say it's a transparent. It is transparent medium. Second one is translucent. Third one is opaque medium. Yes, so what is transparent medium, children? So the medium through which light will travel 100%. Light will travel 100%. Such a medium is called transparent medium. Best example, yes, as I told you that it's a vacuum, okay, air, okay, water, etc. Such kind of examples we can say that they are what kind of this one actually. So they are what we can say, transparent. Now translucent. So light partially light will travel only partially. One of the example, what we can say, oiled paper. Dear children, just you can apply oil to that paper and try to keep it towards one bulb, and you can feel some light is passing through it. Very this one actually, okay na? And here very hard glass will be there. Hard glass, like for our windows hard glass will be there. So through that windows, you cannot see the person. I'm not talking normal, very simple glasses. Some kind of different glass will be there for your windows, So if you try to see a person, inside, you can't see that. Okay, so such a mediums are called actually what, children? Translucent, through which only partial light will pass. What about opaque here? Light does not pass only. Light does not pass. As light is not passing through the opaque substances, as a result, shadow is formed. Dear children, yes. What is the main reason for the shadow? Yes, rectilinear propagation of light. As a result of rectilinear propagation of light only, shadows are formed. That's what. Okay, na? This is a very. So this is about actually medium. Clear? Fine. Now let us talk about the mirror. Yes, now we are almost getting into the concept slowly. Mirror, dear children, if I am not wrong, without knowing this, without using this, nobody will be there. Many of us, of course, nowadays we are using mobile phones as a what we can say, a mirror, right? Means we are on the camera and we are seeing. Before, people used to carry the small mirrors. I know that. Okay, but nowadays we are not carrying. Of course, I don't know about all. So as per my knowledge, little bit knowledge, whatever I have, I feel that yes, people are using. Okay, whether you on the camera or not, also in that also you can see that actual mirror. Okay, fine. Now, what is a mirror? We should understand that. Okay, see, at least it's not for a physics day, children. As we are using a mirror every day, it's a minimum sense that yes, we should know what actually the mirror is. Okay, fine. So children, here mirror is, it is simply, it's a smooth, and it's a very smooth and highly polished surface. Very important. Highly polished surface. So it is simply a smooth and highly polished surface. But can we say that every smooth and highly polished surface is a mirror? Of course, there one condition is there. What is that? So children, every surface reflects the light somehow. But ideally, a mirror is a smooth and highly polished surface which reflects the whole light which is falling on it. Means whatever the light which is falling at it bounces back. So that we can call it as a mirror. Dear children, here we have two types actually. One is plane mirror. Okay. Second one is spherical mirror. Of course, in our class 7th, we don't have a discussion about the spherical mirror. We'll see the definition. We'll leave it. Okay. Plane mirror. So children, try to understand. Can you see your face, like for example, mirror is in your hand. Can you see from both sides? No, we can't. Only one side you can see your face. Another one, it's like opaque, right? The side where you are seeing your face, that is what actually reflecting surface it is. It is reflecting surface. Okay. So just with the nature of the reflecting surface only, we can divide mirror into two categories: plane mirror and a spherical mirror. What is a plane mirror? Look at here. The mirror. First of all, how plane mirror is made, let us see that. For that, we will take one thin glass plate. Children, what is this? Very thin glass plate. It's a purely transparent. Thin glass plate, but pure in the transparent. And here, this either of side is coated with the silver. Is coated with the silver. Why only silver? Because silver is a material which reflects the light in a best way. The silvery. It is a silvered one. It is silvered. But the silvered surface may get disturbed. Scratches may happen, so that it won't act like a pure mirror. For that only, here we use one opaque material. We'll make it opaque. Means like a protecting layer, I can say that. It is like a protecting layer. So this is simply opaque surface. Simply it is a opaque layer it is. Okay. Now this end behaves like a reflecting surface. Reflecting surface. Reflecting surface. Now for this you can see that reflecting surface is straight or plane. Yes, such a mirror is called plane mirror. Now dear children, what is a plane mirror? The mirror whose reflecting surface is straight or plane is called plane mirror. Then what are spherical mirrors? Very simple. The mirrors whose reflecting surface is a curved. For example, in higher class you will be studying. We are not going to discuss in detail. No? Look at here. So here is, look at here. This is a silvered come opaque layer. Here also silver come opaque layer. Okay. Now, so of course both are looking like same. Sorry. Yeah. For this, inside is silvered. So outer side acts like a reflecting surface. But for this, inner side acts like a reflecting surface. So this mirror is called actually concave mirror. It is concave mirror, and this is convex mirror. Convex mirror. Of course, in a class 7, we don't have any discussion about the spherical mirrors. Just I gave you definition, because when I say plane mirror means you may get notice, sir, other than plane do we have a mirror? Yes, we have a spherical mirrors. Okay na? So what is the plane mirror, dear children? The mirror whose reflecting surface is a straight or a plane is called plane mirror. Okay na? Just copy that, children. Just copy that. Copy it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, fine. Now we discuss the reflection of light. What is that? Reflection of light. So here is reflection. Children, don't forget that, because of that only you are able to see what I am writing. Reflection of light. Reflection of light and the terms related. Okay, fine, dear children. So now look at here. Let us take a plane mirror. So it is a symbol for it's a representation of plane mirror. Ma. Here is plane mirror. It is silver come opaque surface. So let us name it as a M dash. M dash is a plane mirror. Now teacher, look at here. Here is a marker, let object. If I throw this marker towards board, yes, is it going through the what we can say board and it is bouncing back? Yes, it is bouncing back. You take a ball also, try to throw towards the wall, again bounces back. Yes, same thing happens. When light incidents on a smooth and highly polished surfaces such as mirrors, it bounces back into the same medium. This phenomena of light is called reflection of light. I repeat once. Just take a situation where you are throwing a ball towards the wall. Then what happened? The ball bounces back. Similarly, when the light incidents on a smooth surfaces such as mirrors, it bounces back. Okay, this phenomena of light is called reflection of light. Clear? Fine. Now, let one light ray is a coming and incidenting. Okay, so let us name this. The terminal is very, very important. So let us say PQ. So PQ is what, dear children? PQ is incident ray. PQ is incident ray, means the light ray which is traveling towards the mirror. The light ray which is incidenting on the mirror is called incident ray. Okay, fine. Now this is a point O. What is O? O is called point of incidence. O is called point of incidence. Point of incidence. Okay, then the perpendicular line drawn, perpendicular, here is, wait, it is a, sorry, yes, perpendicular line drawn, only we can call it as a normal. So here ON is called normal. Dear children, you may get one doubt, sir, what is the difference between perpendicular line and a normal? Of course, this is a perpendicular line, it is also perpendicular line, but it is also called as normal, but this you can't call it as a normal. Actually, in terms of reflection I'm talking, what makes the difference here? The perpendicular line drawn at a point of incidence, we will take it as a normal. The perpendicular line drawn at a point of incidence, we can call it as a normal. Now children, if you can see, there will be some angle between normal and incident ray. This only we can call the I, angle of incidence, angle of incidence. So what is that here? Angle PON. This is nothing but angle of incidence. What it is? Angle of incidence. In exam they may ask a question, what is angle of incidence? The angle between normal and incident ray is called angle of reflection. And we know that once light incidents here, it gets reflected, it gets bounced back. Yes, the light ray which is traveling away from the mirror after reflection is called reflected ray. So it is RS. So the children here, RS is called reflected ray. RS is called what? Reflected ray. Now if you can see here also, normal is making some angle with the reflected ray. Okay, so it will be angle SON is equal to angle R. This is angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. That's it. Angle of reflection. Okay. So the angle between normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence, whereas the angle between normal and a reflected ray is called angle of reflection. Okay, fine. Now teacher, let us see a loss of reflection. Loss of reflection. Loss of reflection. Loss of reflection. So here we have two laws teaching. First law, children, if you can see, this is a board, right? So it's like a plane. This is a plane. Okay. Now look at here. Where this PQ incident ray is lying? Incident ray is lying in this plane only. Okay. Reflected ray also lying in this plane only. Normal also, yes, lying in this plane only. Try to understand. Yes, this is what about the first law of reflection. Incident ray, let me write like this. Incident ray PQ, reflected ray RS, normal drawn, okay na, all lie in the same plane, where at a point of incident, plane at point of incidence, So incident ray, reflected ray, normal drawn, all lie in the same plane at a point of incidence. Okay, fine. And the second one, dear children, so here angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection, irrespective of the nature of the surface, irrespective of the types of mirror, whether it's a plane mirror, spherical, concave, convex, rough surface, smooth surface, whatever it may be, angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Okay, children, based on this we can explore the questions. Okay, I'll take, hope you have covered these terms. Okay, so how the questions are asked, look at here. The questions can be asked, yes, for example, first question. So here is reflecting surface, here is light ray, here is, okay, light ray is falling, and here angle of incidence is 30 degrees. They will ask you, what is angle of reflection? Okay, so from this diagram, angle of incidence is equal to 30 degrees, and from the loss of reflection we know that angle of reflection is equal to angle of incidence, hence angle of reflection is 30 degrees. Okay, fine. And next question, look at here. So here is diagram can be, here is a mirror, here is mirror. Now light is coming like this, so it will be given 30 degrees. Find the angle of reflection, and they'll ask you to complete this diagram. By seeing this, many students may come to the conclusion by saying that, sir, angle of reflection is 30 degrees. But teacher, I am extremely sorry to say this, that you are wrong. Because first thing, do you think that angle of incidence is given? No. Let us recall once again. What is the angle of incidence? What is the angle of incidence? Children, the angle between normal and incident ray. So this will be the angle of incidence. This is not at all given. I value only we don't know. Then how can you say angle of reflection? For this one logic is a simple logic. What is that? Dear children, this total is how much? Yes, this is nothing but normal, right? Means I plus 30 is equal to 90, because 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees. So here I plus 30 is equal to 90. Then I is equal to 90 minus 30. Then this will be 60 degrees. So as angle of incidence is equal to 60 degrees, yes, angle of reflection also must be 60 degrees only. Must be 60 degrees only. Clear? So this is how the questions can be expected. Okay, is it only okay? Let me give you one more question. Let me give you. Can I raise this? Okay. Third one. Okay. Third question. As per the question, dear children, let us say that they said that light is incidenting on a plane mirror such that incident ray and reflector ray are normal to each other. Incident ray and reflector are normal to each other, or incident ray and reflector are perpendicular to each other. Then find the angle of incidence. Look at it, they are saying that here is plane mirror, here is plane mirror. So light is incidenting, okay, now, such that it gets reflected. This know very well. Yes, these two, sorry. These two are normal to each other, perpendicular to each other, which means what? This both must be 90 degrees. The angle between incident ray and the reflected ray is 90 degrees. Then only they both are normal like this. Both are normal. This is a question given. Then they are asking us to find the angle of incidence. So first dear children, yes, this is normal, right? Okay. They said that yes, the angle between these two, incident ray and reflected ray, is how much? 90 degrees. And this will be the angle of incidence, and this will be the angle of reflection. Then how? Yes, we know that. Means as per the question they gave, I plus R is equal to 90 degrees. But dear children, as per the laws of reflection, we know that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, which means what? We know that I is equal to R. So in the place of R we can write I, right? Yes, we can write. So this is I plus I is equal to 90. Then this will be 2I is equal to 90. Then I is equal to 90 by 2. 90 by 2 is how much? 45 degrees. That's it. So as I is equal to 45 degrees, R also must be 45 degrees. That's it, children. So this is how actually the questions can be expected. Okay, now copy it. Okay, just copy this, and we will discuss one more important. Clear? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, other than this, we have one more important case here. What is that here? Normal incidence. Fourth one. Normal incidence. So, what does it mean? Look at here. Here is plane mirror. Here is what is a plane mirror. So, this is a normal. And here light ray is coming like this. Along the normal it is coming. By seeing this, if I ask what is the angle of incidence, many students may tell that it is 90 degrees. No, children, it is wrong. Okay, let me take this one. Okay, look at it. First, if you want to understand a normal incidence, you need a little bit time. Let me give you some time. Let me take some time. Okay, look at it, children. First, suppose Let us say here some mirror is there. This is a normal. It's a normal. Okay, it's a normal. Okay. Now this blue color marker is incident ray. So like this it is coming. Okay. Okay. This is a normal drawn. Okay. It is incident ray. Now the angle of incidence is the angle between these two. Angle between these two. Okay. Now fine. Now if this light ray is moving towards the normal, is the angle of incidence increasing or decreasing? It is a decreasing. Decrease more. Decrease. Okay. Fine. Right. Decreasing. But now light ray is going along the normal, right? Like this. Ting, 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 ting. Is there an angle between these two? Is there an angle between the incident ray and just assume that this light ray, this incident ray is hiding behind the normal exactly. So when there is some angle you can see that, but this light ray is going along the normal, right? So angle of incidence is 0. There is no angle between normal and incident ray. So dear children, the angle of incidence 0. And as per the angle of reflection must be equal to angle of incidence. That is what? 0 degrees. It happens only when light ray bounces back, when light ray path is retraced. Means just assume a situation where you have a ball, exactly if you leave perpendicular to the surface, it bounces back, right? Yes, that is the same situation. So when light incidents normal to the mirror, I am talking normal to the mirror, its path is retraced, means it bounces back along the same path. Hence angle of incidence is equal to 0, angle of reflection also is equal to 0. Okay, fine. Now children, so till now we discussed about the reflection, terms related to reflection, and we have seen the laws of reflection also. Now children, we will see the types of reflection. So we are going to see the types of reflection. The first one, regular reflection. What is that children? It is a regular reflection. Second one is irregular. The children, irregular word actually whenever we can say it's kind of negative sense we feel, right? So irregular, negative, regular, negative, positive. But let us see what actually is very useful to all of us. Okay, fine. So children, here look at here. Let us take a plain mirror. Okay, now. So I can say it is a very smooth surface. It is smooth surface. Now here let us take on parallel beam of light. Yes, for suppose here light is coming and incident like it won't pass through the mirror. Don't get confused. Here is incident beam of light. Okay, na? Okay, let me. What's the time now? Okay. Means incident beam of light has some fixed direction. Once they will fall in the mirror, they will get reflected, right? Yes. Yes. So here, what did you notice here? Even reflected light ray also go in a fixed direction. So incident beam of light has some fixed direction. Reflected beam of light also has fixed direction. Such a reflection is called regular reflection. So regular reflection will take place only when a light falls on a smooth surfaces. Okay, fine. Now let us take a irregular reflection. Irregular order. No, it's a irregular. I need to write a reflection. Irregular reflection. So let us take some rough surface. This much roughness won't be there, right? In fact, our skin also rough. If you can see under microscope, you can see the ting 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 like this, up and downs will be there, but not this much. To give you a feel, I am taking like this. So it's a rough surface. What is it? It's a rough surface. It is rough surface. Now let parallel beam of light is coming and falling. Means there is some fixed direction. Okay, this is parallel beam of light. But after reflection, you will see that yes, it is okay, like this, yes, like this. Okay, now. So I repeat once. So incident beam of light has fixed direction, but there is no fixed direction for reflected. In all directions, it will get scattered. Yes, it is called scattered light. Diffused light, in all directions get diffused. That's what this irregular reflection is also called diffused reflection. Diffused reflection. Okay, see, means in a smooth surface, in a regular reflection, if light is coming like this, only if a person is seeing from here only, okay, can see this object. If a person is standing here, he can't see. Why? This light is not coming. It will only go in one direction, right? The persons are standing in that direction, we will see. But irregular reflection is not like that, children. Once light will fall on the object, it will get spreaded in all directions, so that the persons who are like staying in all in different directions are able to see the object. Now you tell me, which reflections are very useful to us? It's not regular, my dear children. It is irregular. That's what I said. Irregular is not always bad. We may use in a bad sense, irregular fellow, okay, but you can't say it's an irregular reflection. No, irregular reflection, that is a diffuse reflection, scattered light is responsible so that we are able to see the objects from all directions. So this is about a reflection and a regular reflection, and here is a irregular reflection. Okay, have you copied? Okay, if you have copied this, now we will see how can we verify the loss of reflection. How can we verify the loss of reflection? Verification. Dear children, if in further classes, I will try to show you this practically how can we verify. But now theoretically, let us try to discuss. Okay, now fine. For this, dear children, what we should do, first you take one A4 paper. Let us think that it is a A4 paper. Okay, now so you will place A4 paper on a drawing board, and that you have to fix with the drawing pins will be there. With the pins you have to fix. Okay, now once that A4 size is fixed, okay, now there exactly you make a one straight line like this. Straight line. Okay, so and just you can mark so that it represent a plane mirror. Represent what is plane mirror. Let us name it as a M dash. Clear? Now for this line, dear children, okay, with the help of protractor, okay, now make a normal. Okay, we made a normal. Let us name it as a O-N. Now with the help of protractor, okay, now try to make a one line so that it should make a 30 degrees. Anything you can take, this you can try with a 30, 35, 40, 50, anything, but I am going to take a 30 degrees as angle of incidence, which means what? From a normal, use a protractor, from normal 30 degrees you should take. Yes, from that 30 degrees make a line. Okay, let us say, yes, this gives you 30 degrees, which means what here? Angle of incidence we can take it 30 degrees. Now this line will represent a incident ray. Let us say PQ. Okay, till now, yes, we can use a scale, pencil, protractor. Now, yes, for you one plane mirror is provided. So what you should do? For suppose, see, shall try to understand here. So it is a cardboard, drawing board. Okay, you everything like this, everything is done on horizontal surface only. Now this line dash is there, exactly there. You should place one plane mirror perpendicularly. For this board, how perpendicular means like this. For this board means. Okay, now dear children, from this side if you can see, from this side if you can observe in this mirror, yes, you can see the image of this line. Before going to place this mirror, what we should do? For you, one colored pins or board pins are provided, right? Those two pins you should fix on this line PQ such that minimum distance should be 2 centimeters. Means here you can fix one pin. I'm telling you one pin. Okay, perpendicularly you should fix one. Is a pin. One more pin, let us say here. Yes. So once these pins are fixed, let us name it as this is a X pin and here is a Y pin. X and Y pin. Now dear children, try to understand here. You should place a mirror like this so that you are able to see the image of this xy in this mirror. Try to understand. Okay, very important. Okay, so here we are placing mirror, right? In this mirror, you can see the image of this x and y. Okay, now let us say from this end I am noticing, yes, I am able to see that xy, but I need to adjust my head such that these xy images should be in a straight line. Straight line. Okay, like that we need to adjust. Once you are able to see the two images in the same straight line, now two more pins you should take and fix here. Fix one pin here. Okay, fix one more pin, so that these two pins and these two images should be in the same line. Should be in the same line. Okay, once here you fixed this one more third pin and fourth pin. Yes, remove these two pins and just try to mark with a pencil. Okay, now then take one scale, try to join here. Yes, for example, yes, try to join. Let me draw. Try to join. Okay, now so this how actually you joined. This will be the RS, reflected ray, and this will be the x dash, sorry, this will be the y dash. Now this will give you reflected ray, and this angle if you can measure, yes, you will get as a 30 degrees. Same thing you can try with the 35 degrees, you will get 35, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, anything you will get. Now let us recall what is the first law of reflection. Yes, incident ray, reflected ray, normal drawn, all will lie in the same plane at a point of incidence. Yes, all are in the same plane. Second one, angle of incidence must be equal to the angle of reflection. That's it. So this is how we can verify the laws of reflection. And with this I can say that the session is ended. So these are, of course, these are topics which we actually planned. These are our agenda. So in today's class, dear children, what did we discuss? We discussed about nature of the light. We discussed the types of beam of lights. There we discussed the mirror, plane mirror. Let us recall once again what we have discussed in today's class, dear children. So we discussed about the what is actually light, light ray, medium, types of medium. Okay, and we discussed the beam of light, types of beam of lights there, and a reflection of light, types of reflections, normal incidence, and finally we have discussed how to verify the laws of reflection. So dear children, in the next class we will be discussing the image found by a plane mirror. We will take a point size object, point object and extend object. We will see how the image is found, and even we will see the characteristics of the image found by the plane mirror. And one of the special and important characteristics of the image found by a plane mirror is that lateral inversion. So we also discuss what is the lateral inversions and how it's useful to us in our day-to-day life. Okay dear children, thank you so much. All the very best.